Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking all about how to know whether or not an online wholesaler is legit. I know a lot of you are worried about getting scammed, so let's talk about today the different ways that you can know whether or not an online wholesaler is reputable. Hi, I'm Raquel, and since 2006, I have started and scaled multiple online and brick and mortar boutiques. And now I teach other women how to start and scale thriving boutique businesses of their own. I also have lots of free downloads and resources on my website, startaboutique.com. So whether you're just getting started in the boutique business or you're looking for ways to increase your sales, make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any important boutique business tips. Okay, so we're talking today about getting scammed. I get so many emails and so many DMs asking me whether or not wholesalers are legit online. People will send me different Instagram profiles. People will send me websites asking if they should buy from these wholesalers online. So there's a lot of different ways that you can figure out whether or not a wholesaler is actually legit, if they are going to just steal your money or not. I would say that's actually really rare that a wholesaler just, takes your money and you never get anything back. I would say it's more common for people to purchase something and then think that they're getting, something of amazing quality. Maybe the pictures looked great, but then what they actually get, to their doorstep, the product is actually really terrible quality. So we're going to talk today about that as well, how to not only not get scammed, but also how to choose quality product. Okay, so first up, the number one way to make sure that it's quality product and you're not getting scammed is to go about it in the right way. So if you have not obtained your seller's permit or your LLC or, established yourself as a boutique business, that is going to be the number one way that you are verified to be a legitimate buyer to a legitimate wholesaler. So a legitimate wholesaler is not going to accept just any buyer to come in and purchase wholesale. That's how they protect their brand, and that's how they establish themselves as a reputable wholesaler as well. So just like you don't want to get scammed, by a wholesaler, wholesalers don't necessarily want to get scammed by a boutique, a quote unquote boutique either. So they don't want just anybody off of the street coming in and purchasing their wholesale product unless they legitimately have a boutique business. So the number one way to do this is to set yourself up as a business and apply for that seller's permit and apply for your LLC. Or if you're a sole proprietor, that's fine too. But a wholesaler is going to ask for your seller's permit, your number, and they may ask for other requirements as well. But the main thing is that they are going to ask for these two documents from you in order to set up an account for you to purchase wholesale. Okay, so second thing is that expect to get what you pay for. So if you are searching for cheap wholesale product, don't expect to get high quality product in return. Don't think that you have found the holy grail of online wholesalers and you're getting a $2 shirt that's like worth $100. It's just not gonna happen, and you're gonna be disappointed over and over and over again. If you want to sell, lesser quality product, that's totally fine. There's a whole huge market for that, for affordable, lesser quality product. Maybe it's more a fast fashion type of thing. So there's a whole market for that, and that's totally fine. But just know that that's what you're getting, and know that if you want to spend, $2, $3 for a dress or a t-shirt or, $5 or whatever it is, expect that that's the type of quality that you're gonna get. It's not going to be top of the line quality for a couple of dollars. So that's a big thing to remember. So even though a wholesaler might be presenting images that look really great, make sure that these images are actually the wholesaler's images. So A lot of wholesalers online, if I don't want to say they're not legitimate because they are legitimate, but they are using other pictures from other wholesalers or other manufacturers, and they're all using the same pictures. So those aren't the actual pictures of the product that you're getting. So what I like to do in this instance, if I suspect that this picture might not be the actual garment that I'm gonna get, I will email or I will message the wholesaler and I'll ask them for images. And I'm not asking for fancy images or anything like that, but I'm asking for just lay the garment on the ground and take a picture, maybe take an up close picture of the seams so I can see how it's sewn. And maybe just like the inside of the garment as well. So I know the type of quality, so I'm not surprised by it. I'm not surprised by the colors. A lot of times the colors don't match the photos if it's not their actual photo. But again, I will say, going back to number one, if this is a wholesaler that has their own brand and you have gotten your seller's permit and you have applied to buy from this wholesaler and they approve you, more often than not, this is a legitimate wholesaler and you are not going to get scammed. But I'm more so talking about, say, the AliExpresses, and I think Dear Lover is another popular one, which I've never purchased from, but I know a lot of people do. So that's something to look out for. Make sure that these images, if you suspect that these images aren't actually from that particular vendor, make sure to reach out to them and ask them for pictures of the garment. If they don't want to do that, I would say that's a red flag and move on and find another wholesaler. Okay, so another way to avoid being scammed is to only apply to reputable virtual showrooms. So places like lashowroom.com is a good one, fashiongo.net, that's another good one as well. These are reputable virtual showrooms. If you signed up for the virtual trade show Magic, all of those wholesalers are very, very reputable. They're their own brands. Now, if you are purchasing from AliExpress, it's going to be a little bit questionable and you're going to have to vet them a little bit more than you would if you were going through one of these other virtual showrooms. So if you are buying online from somewhere like AliExpress, which can be totally fine, I've found lots of great product on AliExpress. But you do have to do a lot more research. So that's my next point. Research, research, research. Make sure you look at the reviews. People will post pictures of the product. So that's a really good indication of whether or not this is going to be a good product for you to buy for your boutique. So make sure that not only the vendor has good reviews, make sure that the product has good reviews as well. Okay, next, make sure to pay with PayPal or credit card. If a vendor is asking you to wire transfer them money or send it Western Union or whatever, that's another red flag because your payment is protected with, say, PayPal or your credit card company. That's a charge that you would be able to dispute if you were to, say, not get your product, or say that you were going to get your product and it was, damaged and they don't want to give you a refund or something like that. With PayPal and your credit card, you are protected. If you wire transfer somebody cash, you are not protected. You will not get your money back. So this is a great way to make sure that it's also legitimate and a way for you to feel like the money that you're spending is secure. Now, if you're trying to buy something and you get it and it's not the quality that you're expecting, that's not to say that you're going to get a refund for that, because you essentially get what you pay for with these overseas vendors as far as on AliExpress. Another way for you to verify the quality and make sure that the vendor is not a scam is by attending a Zoom meeting with the brand. So a lot of brands do offer virtual Zoom meetings now where they will invite a bunch of buyers, say boutique buyers, to come and view their line for the season. So it might be market or there might be a trade show. And if you can't attend in person, they do offer sometimes virtual showrooms and virtual meetings where they will have somebody try on the line. You can see the product more up close and in person. You can see the quality of it. And this is more of a reassurance for you before you buy. If you can't see it in person, this is the next best thing. So definitely reach out to the brand that you're interested in and see if they do these Zoom meetings with boutiques. Because this is a super helpful way to see the line and to see what you're buying before you actually spend all your money and you're not sure what you're getting. Okay, so those were my tips on how to verify the quality of what you're buying and how to not get scammed when you're buying wholesale. Also, comment below and let me know if you have any additional tips on how to not get scammed, or maybe you've gotten scammed already and you have an experience that you want to share. Make sure to share it below in the comments. I'm dying to hear your stories. And if you haven't signed up for my free workshop yet, 5 First Steps to Start Your Online Boutique, that link is in the description. And as always, I hope you liked this video and that you learned a lot about getting your online boutique started and how to avoid getting scammed and finding quality wholesale product. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in next week's video. Bye.